On this video, I'm gonna go ahead and run through my top 10 favorite applications that are actually free to download to install on your iPad so you really get the most out of these devices. This will work perfectly fine on any iPad that's running on the latest iPad version of iPad OS. So sit back, relax, and I'm gonna go ahead and quickly run through the top 10. Let's get started. Starting off with Insight. Insight is a unique web browser, I'll describe it, because it has a couple enhancements that you don't expect a typical web browser on the App Store to have. As a fine example, it actually supports ad blocking, which means you can do it on YouTube too, which I strongly do not recommend unless you really hate that creator. But it allows you to do that, and if you're an Amazon shopper, it will also price check and will make sure and verify that the reviews of that product you're checking out are legit or not. It's crazy. And of course, you have the ability to change the search engine like any web browser. So when you're shopping at Amazon, you know that you have the ability to go on camel so you can verify and check if that really is a great deal or not. And then you also got the link over here to check and see if those reviews that it has is legit or not. So very helpful web browser, more features than you typically would expect to find on Safari. Now this next app is called Wallpaper app, and this basically will allow you to find a very nice minimum casual wallpaper for your iPad. Some of these are free, unfortunately, and some of these are locked, which kind of bugs me, but at the same time, this app does give you a couple of unique features, because if you tap on it, you can select from the many different themes that it has, and you continue scrolling and finding the nice modern looking iPad wallpaper you're looking for, perfect to match and blend in with your widgets and other apps that you may have on your iPad's homepage. Now, since we're just going over appearance at the moment, check out Flip Clock. Flip Clock actually will allow you to actually have your device on standby mode and will give your iPad a nice clock-like experience. So if you like to, just leave your iPad on the stand like this. You're more than free to do so, and will give your device a nice minimum look. But regardless, you don't need a stand. If you have the Magic Keyboard or another third-party, fine example accessory, they can just stick your iPad and just leave it on like this, and you just really utilize it as a clock. You can easily do so with this app, and it's also free to download. It's just called Flip Clock, and it has different themes and different styles. And yes, there's annoying ads here that pop up time to time, but nothing too annoying, as it does give you a lot of freedom to like customize and change the colors to your liking. Of course, there is a premium version which you can unlock by just simply watching an ad, which is nice instead of having to pay. Now, if you have an Apple Pencil combo with your iPad, you may want to check out this next app, which is called Lake. It's a nice relaxing application. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say adult coloring book, but a coloring book nonetheless for a mature audience. There you go. No, wait, that still doesn't sound right. It's just, here, I'll just show you. Let's go ahead and start off with food. Something food related and animal based. Basically, it's just a coloring book. Now, there is a membership option, which in my opinion is ridiculous. $40, no. There's a $10 one for a single plan, no. Just hit the little X icon on the corner. It's kind of hidden. They do this on purpose, and you can start doodling. So some of these are locked, as you can see right here. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the food one, as I previously mentioned, and basically you're just coloring and relaxing to like calm your mind and just color. That's basically it. Now you know what I mean by a mature coloring book for grown-ups. Now, this next following app is called Charcoal, and also utilizes the Apple Pencil. This basically it's a cool new app that allows you to actually like sketch on your tablet. So you have all the important utensils that you need: markers, pen, as well as different like point ends, eraser, and you even have a ruler too to get those like straight line sketches. You can just trace. You have color selections over here. No color wheel, unfortunately, but it's a free version. What do you expect? And of course, you could go back and do certain things, exit. You can see your sketch library right there, and you can make more. And you also have different canvases you select from. And the cool thing is about this app is that there's absolutely no ads, which is quite incredible in my opinion. And then of course, you could export it as well to share it to your contacts, save as an image, or even print or save it as another file source like a PDF and such, which is quite nice. So yeah, that's this app. If you're looking for a free basic sketch app that doesn't bombard you with ads, check out Charcoal. Moving along, if you're looking for more like mind focused type of apps, check out JigSpace. JigSpace, it basically allows you to actually see things in 3-dimensional. Like, let me show you what I mean. So it makes like the 3D prints of pretty much anything, even coronavirus. Hopefully I don't get demonetized for saying that. But you have everything from like bioscience all the way to just everyday stuff like microwaves, noise canceling headphones, Legos. It's just mind-blowing seeing this in a 3-dimensional form. And if you hear pounding going on, unfortunately I have construction going on, so I apologize for the loud pounding noise. Like the induction mortar, let's go ahead and take a look at this. View it in AR, let it load. So if you have an iPad Pro, you can really take advantage of the AR, the LiDAR sensor I mean, in the back. You literally just pick up your tablet, point out a flat surface, and you see the item in the 3-dimensional form. And in addition to that, you could start dissecting it and taking it apart and get an understanding of how the internals actually work, as it actually will give you a live feed of the motor and everything operating, and a little brief summary underneath as well, expand and all that good stuff. It definitely is an interesting app, and I'm happy that something like this is free, because this allows many people or young engineers or other people that really does get intrigued by this type of information. So great for young engineers or people or anybody who just wants to know how things work. You even got the atomic bomb in here, which is kind of interesting, as well as water cooling for those future PC builders. Moving along, Infltr is the name of this next app, and this is great for those that do a lot of photo editing but don't want to pay a premium on something like Photoshop or other expensive editing photography apps, especially if you're just doing mediocre stuff just to post something and make it look nice to be uploaded on social media. Now there is a paid version of this app. Again, just wait until this little X icon appears and just simply tap on it, and now you won't get charged. Just give it access to all your photos, and now you go in here and literally edit whatever you need to be, that needs to be edited for you to share it on a social media platform. You have everything from contrast, saturation, brightness, temperature, tint, exposure, all that good stuff. But what makes this one a little bit different than what Apple is able to provide is that it actually has a hue selection. So you could really make your images pop. And then of course you also have sharpen. There's other additional tools that Vault editing photo doesn't really offer. And of course you can add text here, so you can share it on not just Snapchat, you can also share it on Instagram or Facebook or even Twitter this way. So you can actually like correct certain things, add stickers, scrubs, and you have more font styles, especially font styles, new font styles to choose from. So free editing tool, it's available right here. And when you share, you have the ability to go full res or medium res or low res if you need to. Something that not a lot of free apps will allow you to do. And you can also edit videos and create collages here as well, instead of needing to download another third-party app. Now moving right along, if you don't utilize widgets, but instead of having multiple widgets all separated, you can put them all together with this launcher app. Well, it allows you to do something very similar to this. It allows you to create custom widgets. Here, let me show you how it's done. Again, there is a premium version, so keep that in mind, but if we just go ahead and create one real quick. So the large widget is free, medium and small requires a premium, and classic is also free. By simply tapping on either of the two names, you're able to not just only change the background color if you like to, you can also add an image as well in the background if you wish from the photo library or the ones they provide, and both light mode and dark mode can be fully customized. And then by simply tapping and holding allows you to rearrange the apps that it already has by default, or delete them entirely. Once you delete it, you can add a new one. And you could either do a contact widget, an app launcher, music launcher, so like your playlist, a website. You're able to easily do so. When you're done, you can hit the check mark. Oh, and you can also change the icon into a custom photo as well, which will look like an application. But yeah, if you go into the app images as an example, you could get an idea what type of shortcuts you could create. So it's really customizable. Now this next app is called SolarWatch, and just like the other ones, there is a membership option as well, but you could just close out of it and it will give you access to it. But this will give you an actual like nice wheel with a lot of detail showing you the time temperature it's gonna be at an X time. So like 3 o'clock, it's gonna be this temperature and such. And then if you tap on this little box, you also unlock AR mode, but unfortunately you have a monthly or yearly subscription, or just pay it off fully for $15 to unlock this ability to do AR functionality. But this is not what I really want to show you. Go into wiggle mode. You go find custom widgets of this as well. So you don't have to actually be on the app to really take advantage of this unique design of the current climate and all that good stuff, as you could just move the widgets around and put it on your homepage like so. Now this final application is, honestly, it's just numbers. This thing is actually really incredible. Not only can you make flashcards, budget templates, or color graph of any kinds, invoice, schedules. A lot of people, I mean, this app is free by Apple, of course, but I feel like a lot of people always forget that this app even exists. It's free to download and gives you a bunch of functionality. Like, you create these color graphs really easy, and it updates everything on the go on this device. I'm just saying, this app, if you're a number person or somebody who likes to keep things organized, check out Numbers. They even have custom templates right here which you could add. Plus you can see a bunch of little fine examples they have going on where you can actually select and create like pie graphs and stuff. That's where I find the most usage, is when it comes to like dealing with numbers and you need to have everything spread out in a sheet right here. And yeah, Numbers. Links to all these apps, of course, will be all a click away, as they're all going to be listed in the video description down below. And if you're curious what kind of stand I'm using, this is by Pitaka. It's one of their newest accessories available for the iPad. I'll review it in its own separate video, which I'm currently working on for some iPad Pro accessories. Anyways, got some good usage information out of the video. Greatly appreciate if you can actually leave this video a like. Those help me out a lot. And get subscribed so you don't miss that accessory video that I was talking about earlier. But in the meantime, if you want to see more, feel free to watch this video over here, as that was the previous accessory video that I made for the iPad Pro. And then that video over there, that's just a video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.